Oh boy.
I get what you mean.
All right, folks. It looks like we're live. We're live. Give me a second. All right. Where is everybody? There I am. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Swan Lounge. We got two swans today. Now, prepare yourselves, all right? Prepare yourselves. I don't know why I'm talking in this accent today, but I'm going to roll with it, all right? Now, Bitcoiners, pre-coiners, no coiners, new coiners, and all the members of the Stacy Herbert fan club, welcome to Swan Lounge, a weekly show in which you get, enough of the accent, in which you get to hang out with the Swan team and some of our friends from the incredibly exciting world of Bitcoin. Now, before we get started, I'm going to keep it brief this week because we have something to celebrate. Of course, we are giving away a free book, Inventing Bitcoin. You can get it at swanbitcoin.com/free book. It is my favorite book to give to people who are new to Bitcoin. 2-3 hour read. Once they're done, they'll understand everything they need to know about Bitcoin. Maybe not. But also, we are, we're still doing this. We're always doing this. We've got Swan Force. It's our referral program. You can literally get paid to enlist Bitcoiners, to get people on board. Go to swanbitcoin.com/enlist. Sign up. You will get your very own referral page with your picture and a message. And, you can send the link to your friends and your family. And then they sign up for Swan. They start stacking sats. Everybody gets paid. It's wonderful. We're here for this revolution. But why not, why not get paid in the process? Now, if you're new to the show, this is Swan Lounge. As I said, it's a production of Swan Bitcoin, the best place to buy Bitcoin automatically or to smash buy instantly. Smash buy, smash, Swan smash. I'm kind of over this shill. We do a long shill in the beginning of the show every time, and I just want to celebrate Stacy Herbert's birthday. So I think it's time for the show. But actually, you know what? Before we get going, I'm going to put on a little something I made. Real quick. It's not very good, so I'm sorry about this, but here we go. Just to get us in the mood. Just to get us in the Stacy Herbert mood, all right? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Anyway, I put a little montage. It was thrown together very quickly, so it's not very good. I'm sorry. And the reason I put some cheesy, stock music is because we have one of our guests here is DJ Stickybuds. DJ, where are you, first of all?
I'm just hanging out in the monkey brains up in space, just playing good music and relaxing, wishing Stacy a happy birthday and hanging out with some cool Bitcoiners. So thanks for having me.
That's wonderful. The monkey brain is pretty great, actually. I wish I had a monkey brain. I guess I do have a monkey brain, to be honest. So we're here celebrating Stacy Herbert's birthday. We've also got Max Kaiser, the legend himself, who would be nothing without Stacy. Let's just be clear. All right.
True. So true.
True. I'm smashed on my birthday. I've been smash buying all week. Pretty much all year in anticipation of this day, because of course last year on March 12th, that was a pretty dramatic day, wasn't it? When how far did Bitcoin fall? Like 40%?
40%, yeah. On your last birthday.
On my last birthday. Yeah. So, I was prepared with lots of champagne ready for any stress that might get triggered again. So it did not happen this year.
No, this year is looking good.
That's why Max was looking at me dubiously this whole, for the last few weeks, wondering what was going to happen on my
another crash.
No. I'm predicting we're going to see a 40% spike upwards. We're going to crash upwards. We only crash upwards now. Only up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm surprised all my smash buying has not done that. Right. You know, maybe I haven't been smash buying quite as much as MicroStrategy, but, you know, pretty close. It feels like in my mind.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like it. Yeah.
MicroStrategy.
Yeah.
Come on, go up, MicroStrategy.
Yeah. I dollar cost averaged at Swan today with an additional $50 worth of Bitcoin. So I'm pretty stoked.
I feel like Michael Saylor.
Yeah. I get that email. You've stacked with Swan. I'm like,
it's
confetti.
Basically, we need to form an S&P 500 company to get some more, you know, fiat in so we can convert more to Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely. I stacked with Swan. I stack with Swan. That's where I stack. I don't stack anywhere else except Swan. Swan gives me the best stack at the best price, at the best time, at the best smash. Stack at Swan.
Oh my God.
That should have been the opening chill.
I mean, that's why I kept it brief, because I knew Max would do my job today. It's great. That's why I invited him on the show.
Oh yeah, he's the best shill.
I'm always be closing. That's my motto. I wrote that originally back in 1982.
He reckons he called. How many people did you have to call in those bucket shop days?
Like
that Wall Street was like
300,000 people.
Remember, you probably are too young to remember, but in the 80s, you know, the Wall Street brokers used to be able to call anybody all across America. And I grew up in Connecticut, which is a pretty wealthy state. So it was like nonstop all summer long on our summer break. Hi, this is Max Kaiser from Oppenheimer.
From Wall Street.
Yeah.
I can dial 2 phones simultaneously. I got that skill. I can talk to 2 people at the same time out of both sides of my mouth and pitch 2 people simultaneously. That's a rare skill. Very few people have that Wall Street ninja ability to pitch 2 people simultaneously, 2 different phones, while dialing a third phone with my toes. You know, I mean, that's how talented I was at that time.
And not to get, you know, emotionally traumatized by people saying, "Never call me again, you jerk." I would say those swear words.
Well,
but
you know, before that, I was doing other telemarketing for vitamins and auto insurance. So
that's how ironic is that? You were telemarketing for vitamins, and now you're selling orange pills. You've come full circle, Max.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Yes.
Oh my God!
I remember I'm cold calling people on Easter Sunday, and they're getting really upset that I was interrupting them on their Easter Sunday.
I can't imagine why.
Like it says, "Look, you fucking asshole! It's Easter Sunday with my family. Why are you doing this?" And so the response in the script is, "I see."
I see, sir.
I
understand.
But before you go, do you or anyone in your family take vitamins? I see. Well, and then it's an auto club insurance combined with a vitamin sale. So it's the Montgomery Ward Auto Club insurance for $2.99 a month. You get protection for you in your car and anyone in your car. Your family is also protected for $2.99 a month. This is a limited time offer. You can enjoy protection from Montgomery Ward, a name you know and trust. They are now offering this. And then they say, "Look, you fucking wimp, get off my phone." I see. Before you go, do you or anyone in your family take vitamins?
That's a blast from the past, Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward.
Somebody in the chat is asking for a referral link so they can sign up for Swan, and I think everyone should go to swanbitcoin.com/Stacy today.
It's my birthday.
Somebody else said /HRF, which is also acceptable, Human Rights Foundation. But Stacy's birthday, so today go support Stacy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I learned a hack this year, and this is the first ever. I mean, should you call it a birthday hack or a time hack? So essentially from the Orange Pill Podcast Telegram group, which is t.me/Orange Pill, we have a lot of Australians in there. And well, you know, yesterday morning at 8 a.m. our time, it turned midnight there, the 12th of March. And they were all in our group saying, "Happy birthday, Stacy." So I was like on Twitter, "Yay, it's my birthday." And like, so everybody's been, you know, sending me DMs and saying, "Hey, it's your birthday." I was like, "Yeah, it's my Australian birthday today." And they were like, "What's that?" Like, so, but I think I'm going to keep this a regular tradition of celebrating my Australian birthday as well.
Oh yeah, you start off with a nice koala burger. Right? You followed it up with some kangaroo pate.
I've had kangaroo, actually. I had kangaroo once, and apparently it's a very tough meat, so they marinated it in Coca-Cola syrup, and it was delicious.
Oh yeah. They serve it, and I've seen it at butchers in Paris.
Yeah, my stomach was jumping around for a few days, but it was fun.
Yeah, you jump around for a couple of days, and they also serve horse meat there a lot of times.
They used to, until all the other people outside of France like kept on campaigning against them for eating horse. But the kangaroo, we watched an interesting documentary about them. I never realized this. They expend almost no energy while they're flying at like 60 miles per hour, like jumping. It's actually their like Achilles tendon sort of thing, like the back of their heel is actually like a rubber band. So when they land, it springs them up. Like they expend no energy doing it. It's just they get flung up.
Conservation of energy.
Yeah.
The second law of thermodynamics.
It's like a Bitcoin mining operation.
Yeah, they're totally
like the Bitcoin of animals. They don't waste energy at all. I love this. This is great.
They can't waste. They can't afford to waste the energy.
No, it's too hot out there.
And they're very fast. And when they get up to full speed, thanks to the mechanics of having rubber legs like that, the kinetic energy is converted into forward energy, and they carry their babies in a pouch right here underneath there. Also,
they don't sweat either. So if they're hot,
they never sweat. The kangaroo motto is never see. Let them
your arm.
Did you just lick your arm to demonstrate?
Ricky, why are you licking your arm?
I felt like a kangaroo, Max. All right, you got me in the.
Are you need some salt or something?
I like that video. There's a video of some Australian guy like parachuting into some location, and his friend was down there filming him. And you see a kangaroo hopping, and what do they always call kangaroos? Like
Joey.
He's like, "Hey Joey, how's it going?" And like as he's landing, and then the kangaroo comes up to him and punches him. And he's like, "Joey, what's up?"
Joey, what the fuck are you doing?
Get away! And it's just hysterical. It's just so freaking Australian.
He just runs into the frame and punches the guy.
Like, how embarrassing would that be to be punched by a kangaroo, right? Like, you feel like a fool.
Yeah, you never lived that.
Oh man, and that must be painful, super painful.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Left hook.
It was like a yob. It just like came out of nowhere and for no reason assaulted a guy.
Yeah, really. Total.
You got to stay away from them. They're really dangerous.
Oh, I forgot. Like the guy in the Stickybuds is in the monkey brain. I am
I'll switch into my own mouth for a minute.
Oh shit! Well, oh my god!
Wait a minute. Am I having an acid flashback?
Actually, maybe you just are. Max, just like
I'm back in 1974. I don't know. Yeah, baby.
Hey, that sounded like Max.
Let me. I've always just wanted to do a real quick Max and Stacy live remix.
DJ Max.
That sounds like me. I'm a monkey.
Yeah, baby. Whoa. Yeah, baby.
Money printer go. Brrr.
Happy birthday and big love to you, Stacy.
I feel like I'm in like a pizza.
We're in a visa. Yeah, baby.
Good times. I don't want to take up too long, but if you guys are jamming.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, I could do this all day, to be honest.
I thought you were in a monkey brain because I was born in the year of the monkey, so I thought it was like that's why I thought there was a monkey on the screen.
Sometimes I hang out in Chewbacca for a little bit, or a big, powerful robot. Usually I play music on the internet every 2 weeks, and so this is where me and all my friends hang out. But I'll kick it in the monkey brain with you guys.
Hey, Mr.
With all the
Sticky,
Bitcoiners.
you were telling me before the show how you got into Bitcoin. Would you mind sharing that story with everybody? I think we got to hear it today.
Yeah, well, it was because of Max and Stacy and watching the Kaiser Report. So like much respect. And, touring around the world, you're always getting different kinds of currencies and different kinds of, payments that you're getting. And people love to take little percentages of those. And I'd look at what the Forex markets were, and I never got that rate. So I was like, if I'm going to give someone a spread, I'm going to save my own money and not give any to these people. So it made sense for people traveling around the world a lot. And thank you guys. You changed my life. So I really respect the Kaiser Report and what you guys put out there,
It's so funny because the Kaiser Report, has been broadcasting since 2009, but it goes out into all these hotel rooms all over the world. So we have a really high concentration of rock stars and Formula One stars and stuff like that are traveling all the time, and they see us in hotel rooms. And then if you ever travel and go to hotel rooms, you see it's like the even more boring CNN is like CNN International, and it's on a loop every 15 minutes.
CNN Boring.
Yes.
Presented by Marriott Hotels. Hi, I'm a CNN anchor, and this is the boring news.
And then, of course, somebody flips over and they see like Kaiser Report, and they're like, "Whoa!
What's going on?
And
That man is yelling."
So in the days when we used to have our own website, maxkaiser.com, and you could see data from like where people were searching for you. Like we had a huge amount of people from JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, like used to visit our site, but also from like the Marriott or the Ritz Hotel or various hotels around the world. You would just see like a search term that take us, who is Max Kaiser?
Yeah, so many babies have been conceived watching the Kaiser Report. It's like the boys from Brazil. I'm going to clone Max Kaiser and take over the world. That's part of my ultimate Bitcoin plan.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
That's like a whole different definition for Bitcoin babies.
Yeah, it's mail order semen. Anybody can send in, and I'll send you some semen. You can, have your own Max Kaiser doll in 9 months. And then
oh my God,
give them all the Bitcoin you got, and take over the world, take over the universe, take over the multiverse. It's all there. It's all in the DNA. It's all it's right here in the white paper. If you take every third letter of the white paper and you write it out and then compile it backwards, it says Max Kaiser semen is as potent as the Bitcoin protocol. It's right here in the booklet. It's right here in black and white.
What you're talking about is the Max Kaiser protocol. That's what it is.
The Max protocol is powerful, and with the right conditions, you got a lava lamp there. If you too much light coming in the room, put a towel over the window. Get a mood set. Then put on some Barry White on your record player there, or your CD, or your MP.
People don't have record players anymore.
Your MP file, or your
that's not a
Barry
record
White. Love Orchestra. Barry White, okay, the Walrus of Love, Barry White, okay, and before you know, you got a situation there. You know what I'm saying, right, Brekkie? You've been there.
Oh, of course, yeah, so many times.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right.
I love that, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Stickybuds, how many
baby.
you got over there? What do you got?
Yeah, baby.
What did he's put inside this like a little
Crystal?
world?
It's so good.
Hey,
There he is.
there he is. Money printer go. Brr, 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 brr. Why have I
Yeah,
never heard
baby.
this before?
This is good.
I still got a record player just so I can scratch
Yeah, I see.
Max and Stacy.
It finally came around.
True,
I've been saying record player for 30 years, and then they finally went back to vinyl. That's like my wardrobe. I haven't changed it in 30 years, but it comes in and out of fashion every few decades.
I want Stickybuds to live with us. And,
Yeah, just do DJ in our house all day long.
After repeat everything we just
Yeah,
said.
just hey, good morning. Good morning.
I would love to. Anytime, guys. I'll be there anytime to scratch behind you, backup scratching whenever you need it.
I had a really weird, surreal moment in the morning when I woke up and I opened the curtains and there were 4 deer just standing there looking at me, like right in the window. And I was like, it took me about like 3 minutes of staring and going, what are these things? Like, what is happening? Where am I? Is this a dream? Like, I thought it was fake.
Just
and
the 4 deer
like,
of the apocalypse.
and they just had those huge eyes just looking at me. And I was like, why are you right here? Like, it felt, oh my God, it's Cory.
Here come Cory.
Yeah, here comes Cory. Here comes
You
Cory.
think I was going to miss the opportunity to say happy birthday to you live, Stacy? Happy birthday.
And it's my American birthday today. We celebrated my Australian birthday yesterday.
Oh, I've been listening this whole time, so I'm up to speed on everything. I'm up to speed on the white paper. I'm aware that Max Loin is more powerful than Max Coin.
Max Loin, that's where it's at.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's scary. So, what's Bitcoin doing right now? What's the price, Cory?
It's hashing.
Listen, this is how you buy dips in Bitcoin. You say, is it 2024 yet? Is the answer yes or no?
No.
Is the price under $1 million?
Yes.
All right, that's your answer. So if it's still not 2024 and the price is under $1 million, then stack.
Oh yeah, are we gonna smash buy? I'm gonna need to get my other computer if we do that with the people.
Yeah.
You know, we do that in Orange Pill Podcast all the time. We in our Telegram group we smash buy together.
Yeah, I know. And then Bitcoin Chris keeps it going and does more smash buys in the overtime on Clubhouse.
Where is Bitcoin Chris? I feel sad that he's not here with us. Like I was expecting him, and you know, he's one of my favorite people in Bitcoin. So the way he runs those Clubhouse rooms.
Yeah, really smart.
Max is always coming. Max always, like, I'll be working on the sofa and Max comes out and it's like 10 o'clock at night and he's like, Bitcoin Chris is running a Clubhouse. Do you mind if I go in? And it's like, oh my God. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I'm going in. I'm going in.
This, by the way, for Plan Marcus, who was curious about whether I was on speed, black Turkish tea is, you can control how strong you make it because it's a double boiler. So you have like the tea on top and then the water in the bottom. And yeah, so you can make a pretty strong, heavily caffeinated, like stronger than coffee tea if you go the double boiler route. And that's exactly what I got going on here with the Swan Force mug. So that's what's up, Plan Marcus. That's what's up.
I gotta get the recipe.
How is Bitcoin doing in Turkey anyway?
Oh, it was past the all-time high in Turkish lira back in like summer of 2019.
But like in terms of adoption, because it seems like those countries like India and Turkey, where gold is a common store of value and ordinary people all over the place own it.
Like, it's very easy for them to understand it. Like we've always heard from the Argentines, you know, countries that have had fiat debasement in the past already don't think of government money as being anything special. They have a, you know, I like to say people in Argentina and Turkey, they stack flats. They don't stack sets. So they usually just buy apartments when they have excess money and, you know, at least the rent maintains its value and they can raise the rent over time. So that's usually people's retirement savings is just owning a lot of apartments. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the numbers recently. The last time I saw a number was probably 18 months ago, but at that time, it was the highest percentage of people of any sort of like top 30 economy in Turkey owned Bitcoin, which is not surprising.
Well, Max and I were surprised when we went to Buenos Aires, our first ever time last year. Well, just, a year and 1 month ago. And the currency had just crashed by like 50% in the 2 months prior. And I expected to to see a situation more akin to say like Athens after the Greek crisis where we were and there were huge riots, or we were in Cairo right after like 2 weeks after Mubarak was overthrown. I felt like it should be more like chaos. And it was totally calm and relax, and everybody's out having dinner. And then our friend there said, no, everybody has dollars. Nobody has pesos. Like they don't mind. I was like, okay, well, I thought there was a currency crisis here. And I guess it's really just for the government.
Yeah, I mean, really, you just keep your working capital in the local currency. In a lot of countries, 2/3 of the world's population only keeps working capital in the local currency. And that's what Bitcoin standard people and companies are discovering now. Like, you just fund your fiat account to pay expenses for the next month or two. And otherwise, it's Bitcoin for those people that are going that route. I mean, we run Swan that way. We're just trying to build up our Bitcoin stack, and every once in a while we, don't convert some fees to Bitcoin and keep it in cash so we can make payroll, and that's it.
Oh, so you also have a strategy, essentially.
We do, except that we never collect money in fiat in the first place. We take our fees in Bitcoin.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we basically just occasionally have to sell a little bit. So far, we haven't had to. We've basically had some investor capital sustaining us. All the fees have been in Bitcoin, but at some point we got to start selling a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna, you know what? I
don't know, Brekkie. You're cool with getting paid in Bitcoin, right?
Bring it on.
Camila, you good?
I'm already paying.
So maybe we'll just it amounts to the same thing, but yes, technically we could convert the whole company to getting paid in Bitcoin, and we'd be sending them Bitcoin instead of selling it first. That'd be nice.
Oh, ladies and germs, he made it. He made it. There he is. Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You're late for my birthday, Bitcoin Chris.
Happy birthday. I'm
music for Bitcoin Chris.
Happy birthday, Stacy. I wanted to make sure I got on here and say happy birthday to you.
We were feeling like abandoned.
Aww.
You were very sad.
I would never.
No, I knew you would be here. Which part of the country are you in? Or world?
I'm actually going to Cancun next week. Right now I'm in Orlando.
Oh.
407. Let's go.
That's right.
What is it with all you Gen Z sort of people that are always talking about your zip? What is it? The code, the area code. I don't even use the phone anymore. Like whoever even calls anything. So
I don't know. Just represent. I used to live in Orlando, so Orlando has a very special place in my heart.
Speaking of tropical climates, we actually did something really cool. Stickybuds, friend of the company, but we also wait. Cory, is it out yet? Can we share it?
Yeah, I think it's out. I think it came out a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was on the last podcast, wasn't it? The commercial.
Yeah, on Stefan Lavera's show.
Let's roll it. It's really fun. I think we should roll it.
We should totally roll that.
Yeah. So we had Bobo Dread on last week, I believe. No, a week before that. And we got Bobo and we got Stickybuds in a collaboration, and it is my favorite Swan ad that's ever been made. I don't have it on hand. Do you have it, Stickybuds?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me find it.
Man, I love the monkey brain stage just floating in space. It just blows my mind. It's so good.
It's so funny. I was dying. It was. Wait, hold on. No, don't look at me. I don't want to see me. There we go. There's Stickybuds. We're actually just watching Stickybuds as he looks for this file that I asked him to find on the spot.
I have two different computers I have a production computer and then this is my DJ computer, but through Dropbox should have it in 1 second. I do have it.
In the meantime, I want you all to know I smashed bought in honor of Stacy's birthday. You all should too. Go to swanbitcoin.com, smash buy.
Get smashed.
Stacy, what's your favorite number between 100 and 1,000?
100 and 1,000 is 728.
Okay.
I got it, guys.
All right.
Did I just win 728 Bitcoin?
No, but I'm going to buy $728 worth of Bitcoin in your honor.
Oh, that's awesome.
We all got to imagine we're in the tropics, relaxing.
Greetings, Stefan Lavera fans. This is Dread here, and I have some big news to share. Swan Bitcoin's new private client services division is open for business. So last August, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor kicked off the trend of companies buying Bitcoin for their balance sheets. A flood of high-profile investors and companies have joined him. Names like Paul Tudor Jones, BlackRock, Square, and Tesla. Swan Private exists to meet the massive international demand from thousands of companies, family offices, and high net worth investors from all around the globe. If you're thinking of buying between 100,000 and 100 million US dollars worth of Bitcoin over the next year, visit swanbitcoin.com/private. That's swanbitcoin.com/private. Fill out the onboarding form or email the CEO personally, Cory@swanbitcoin.com. That's CORY@swanbitcoin.com. Respect fans and one love.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
Swan,
amazing.
an original Swan Bitcoin Dread Stickybuds collaboration. The background song is a song that I produced on my last album called 99%. But yeah, it worked out great, man. I'm glad we hooked up and could put that together.
So good.
It was so funny. That was so good.
I love Dread, and he's joined our Orange Pill Podcast Telegram group, and I read every one of his messages in his accent. I'm like, yeah, I like it.
He has the best accent in the world, hands down.
Oh yeah.
He has different levels of it. He can go full patois, which he does, and we heard it because like he normally talks like it's like a light Jamaican accent, but on Sunday Satoshi service on Clubhouse, he delivers a prayer usually, you know, Ja Satoshi style, and he goes like full hardcore. Who to do this voiceover with Farah ad, and initially I did it, and it just like so like who wants to hear that? It's so boring. And so then we were just thinking about who else should do it. And the two candidates were Dante, who has cigars in Bitcoin and sounds like Barry White, and Bobo. And we decided to go with the island vibe.
Swan and chill. We swan and chill over.
Swan and chill.
When you're auto stacking, you're just chillaxing. You're relaxing. Camila, right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin Chris, Bitcoin Chris, what is your story? How did you get into Bitcoin?
I got into Bitcoin back in 2016. I used to work at Hilton Vacations. I used to sell vacation packages. And I found out about it by reading. I love to read. And it's funny because when I first saw or first heard about Bitcoin, it was like, I think it was about $600 or $1,000. And I was like, and I was thinking about it as a stock, you know? And I was like, this is way too much money. And little did I know, I didn't know anything about the asset at that point, but I was basically working at my job at a call center, and I basically found it just by reading. And ever since then, I've been orange pilled, and I fell in love with Bitcoin ever since.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the story. We have a new well, it's actually an older. We created this documentary series, a 10-part documentary series called To the Moon, which is the first 10 years of Bitcoin, and we've just started posting it to YouTube because it was never posted to YouTube before. So we're posting it now, and it's the thing that's remarkable is that I realized that no matter whether HBO or Netflix or any broadcaster decides to do a series about Bitcoin, basically it's just me and Max in the first few years, like with any video content. So no matter what will be embedded in the history of Bitcoin because they have to. There's no way to cover the first few years, you know, like 2011, 12, 13 without resorting to using Kaiser Report content.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We were the only ones doing it on international broadcast television, and we touched the lives of millions. And that's why dial 1-800-MAXIS-SEMEN right now, and I will send you some of my very own semen, and you can start your own factory of Maxis at your own home. And these are the stackers of the future. Think of the children. Think of the future. Baby. We want future stackers.
So, To the Moon is a really amazing series. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched a couple of the episodes, and I'm actually going to watch it this weekend because somebody in the chat, I think Cory, was confirming that we are adding new content to Bitcoin TV. I'm in the process of rendering all the new videos. I'm going to attempt to have them all done by the end of the weekend, including To the Moon. So you go watch it now. Give them the views over on Kaiser Report, but you'll see it soon on Bitcoin TV. It's how many parts is it now? 15?
10 parts. So we cover it. It first aired in 2019, the end of 2019. So it was the first 10 years of Bitcoin. So each episode kind of represents a year in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Wait, everyone, I think Chris has to go, but I'm making him say goodbye. You're not getting out of here without saying goodbye.
Hey, I just want to. I'm actually running some errands, and much love to you guys, Stacy. Thanks for the invite, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Happy birthday.
Thanks,
See you soon,
Chris.
Chris.
Chris, wait, before you go, Chris, do me a favor, okay? Go to Publix, get a Publix chicken tender sub for me. I haven't had one of those in forever. And get yourself a birthday cake for Stacy and take a picture of it and put it on Twitter later. I want to see it. It should look like an orange pill, okay? An orange pill cake.
That's a lot. This sounds like a custom order, Brekkie. Yeah.
Much love,
What's
you guys.
really going on here is Chris already sold his chair, and now he's going to go sell his cell phone to stack more sats.
I
he's
see.
done
I
with
see.
done
He
with
has
the
no
phones.
chair. He's having to walk around.
Exactly.
Sell it all.
Stacy, so what are you excited for this year?
Well, I mean, Bitcoin, the whole space just gets better and better. And I'm just waiting to, like, basically for all you young people to take over. I like sitting back and just, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that we can't travel and sit on on a beach in Cancun and just have some margaritas and watch you guys,
When you say that, it reminded me that we were in Cancun a couple of years ago, and we were on the beach, and on the beach walked up Bitcoin guy, the guy with the sign, who did the sign
guy
behind Janet Yellen.
Yeah.
And it was surreal because, you're just sitting there, not really thinking about anything. And then you're like, that looks like Bitcoin guy. He's walking this way, and it's like, sure. And he had the same kind of suit and jacket on as well.
And he
Was
looked
wearing
at us.
the seersucker on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the same jacket.
And he looked at us and he's like, oh my God, it's Bitcoin mom and dad. And we were like, what?
How did you get in here? How did you get here? Yeah, he wore that. That's the last beach thing I remember from the beach. I mean, how many years ago was that?
That might be like 4 years ago.
Maybe 4 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
It all is one giant blur.
Yeah, we shot a lot of that to the moon on the beach in Cancun. That we had everybody was there, and we shot it. We got great Erica Long. Is that her name? Caitlin Long, right? She was on the beach, right? That was some great shoots, great scenes.
Bill Barheit, Marshall Long, we did a lot of stuff. Rodolfo, Francis Pulio. We interviewed them all down in Cancun.
We had some rare footage of Trace Mayer before he disappeared.
Somebody said they saw him on Clubhouse. I don't know if it's actually him. Maybe he's back. Who knows? We'll see.
I doubt it.
He's lurking. He's lurking about.
Well, I found this out relatively recently. He actually has a website and a book. I think it's called howtovanish.com or something like that. He told us he's doing this. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah. Howtovanish.com. I think that's it.
Yeah. I remember like the last time we saw him, like a few years, we saw him last year, I guess. Around this time.
At the unconfiscatable. That was the last moment before he hit the ejector button.
Look, this is Trace's site, How to Vanish. He literally told us he was going to do it.
Yeah, he gave us some pointers about all these like weird websites you can set up, and like all your mail goes to one location and stuff like that.
He's got very low key, and then he hit the ejector button, and now he's.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way. Like, think about it, how clever that is like to like push this Mimble coin at an OG maximalist Bitcoin conference so that they never try to contact you again.
Nobody wants to talk to him. Jesus, how wild times. Yeah, but he's in the documentary. To the Moon. It's a 10-part series directed and produced by Stacy Herbert, co-presented by Max Kaiser, starring a whole panoply of stars in the Bitcoin space before they were stars. If you like seeing stars before they were stars, they're in this documentary, To the Moon. See Rodolfo as a young miner and clock manufacturer talk wickedly about Bitcoin see Trace Mayer before he disappeared from the planet Earth. It's all in this documentary. To the moon.
So we have this block clock here that Rodolfo Novak sent us.
Yeah.
Those are the amazing titles there.
I love
Those
this intro.
Those are just so brilliant.
Yeah, those are good titles. Really good titles.
Oh, wow. All right. That's all you're going to get, folks. You want to watch the rest? You got to go watch it on YouTube.
Those titles cost us $30. I remember it distinctly.
That's not true. It costs a whole lot more than that. But Rodolfo sent us this block clock. And, Max is a boomer. I'm Gen X.
We can't figure it out.
We can't figure it out. And we sent him a DM and we were like, how do we set this up? And he wrote,
fuck you.
He said, LOL. And I was like, fuck you, Rodolfo.
Great
just tell us how
service.
to set this up.
We're desperate boomers and we can't get your block clock working.
I've got one. I'll help you set it up later.
That's what everybody says. And then we say, okay, so tell us how to get it going. And you're like, yeah, I was kidding. I got work to do. Fuck you, boomer.
You want to do it now?
It's a fricked block clock. It's worthless. I use it as a paperweight. It just says hello all day. Hello.
So, because of our plight, Voltage Goat sent us his block clock.
Yeah,
we can't figure this out
either. We complain, and this
so
guy sent us his neon block clock, and then I can't get this working either. So
we're totally useless.
Really, I'm going to plug them. If I combine the two into one, I think, maybe that'll. I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe.
Let me get the
I
instructions.
would offer to help, but I don't have one, so I honestly don't know. I wouldn't be helpful either.
You probably wouldn't. You would just instantly sort it out. Like we're looking to plug
Monkey
it in.
Brain could figure it out because he lives in that weird fourth dimension. He could probably get it going from his fourth dimensional wherever he is there, just by staring at it.
I just set up my Umbrel, so I was pretty stoked on that. That's all synced up, and now I'm gonna dive into the Lightning Network this weekend. So I'm trying to get there too. I'm not a Gen Z. I don't even know what I am. I'm 36. What does that make me?
Millennial.
You millennial.
We call you. You're an upper millennial. That's what we call you.
Yeah, sure.
Late 30s.
Millennial, dude. It's millennial.
Check this out. I'll show you guys my underwater citadel. It's opening up right now.
I thought you were going to say underwear.
Underwear.
The way that show's going, you never know.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's nice.
That's the citadel. So
to be under the sea.
You guys are invited anytime to come kicking over there.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. How much Bitcoin do we need in order to be invited to your citadel?
You guys can come hang out for free.
Yes.
Our theory is all you need is one Satoshi. It's one Satoshi fuck you money.
Yep.
And because as soon as you have one Satoshi, your mindset changes and you're free. You're no longer a slave to the fiat system.
You're free.
One Satoshi on Sphinx chat, and you can come in the underwater citadel.
Yeah. Well, Orange Pill Podcast, we have a tribe on Sphinx chat, and I saw Adam Curry tweeted a graphic of the ecosystem, and Orange Pill Podcast is there, very prominent.
Yeah,
it's really cool to see on our Zap wallet. Like you see, just like constant stream of sats coming in from that.
That's right.
For guys like me who do live streaming and stuff, we pretty much just perform on Twitch, and Twitch takes 50% of all the donations and subscriptions that come in. So there's such a massive need for my entire industry to get overhauled with a much more fair system where people's, when they're donating and supporting artists, we're always getting the shaft, basically, especially on the online platforms. There's just a few monopolies that have completely taken over. So that's why I'm really want to set up Lightning and just start finding the people who can make the next system of content creator platforms and stuff, because I think that will totally change the entire ecosystem. It's pretty exciting.
It's so easy these days to use Lightning, even as someone like yourself, you put up a QR code that on screen and someone can just hold their phone up and send donations. There's also what's it called in Sphinx chat? I don't know if you check that out, but they have this platform for podcasters where people can stream sats to listen to your content, which I think would be great music.
I heard Max and Stacy talk about that. That's definitely something I wanted to check out and see if it can apply to like live streamers and musicians and stuff like that.
What's your
Yes.
Twitch channel?
It's twitch.tv/Tyler Stickybuds. TYLERSTICKYBUDS. Yeah. Every second Wednesday, I do a new DJ set and have all sorts of cool tech. You can like dance in my stream. You can like spawn an avatar, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I love that. Well, we should talk about maybe doing about streaming into Clubhouse and doing like a Max and Stacy remix in there into Cafe Bitcoin. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd show up for that.
I'm a big Madonna fan. I gotta tell you. You know, that's the thing.
Madonna, Max.
Yeah,
I thought you like James Brown, man. You're the funk man.
Yeah, of course. But I'm also Madonna. I get down with Madonna. You know, like a virgin. That shit's real, man.
Oh my God.
You know,
you know that song "Hung Up" where she says like time goes by so slowly? That's actually about Bitcoin. I don't know if you ever listen very closely, but that song is about Bitcoin.
Yeah, you play it backwards and it says Paul is dead. Paul is dead. It's really freaky.
Yeah, totally. And Paul was Satoshi.
Paul was Satoshi. He was the fifth Beatle.
Do you guys want to hear what money printer go burr sounds like backwards?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It said Jay Powell.
Money printer go brr. That's money printer go brr.
Yeah, baby.
Trip.
Holiday. Yeah, baby. Holiday. That's a good Madonna tune.
I love the yeah baby, the Max.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna be scratching that in all my sets for the rest of my life now.
Wait,
Yeah, you know, I love that show.
Stickybuds.
Dangerous Catch.
What? Oh, the deadliest cat.
Deadliest Catch. Yeah, they're always screaming that from the deck of the crabber. Yeah, baby. You know, they're so excited about crabs that they're catching. You know, we're 500 miles off of Dutch Harbor, and the time bandits on the crab. Yeah, baby.
Did anybody ever see that?
Yeah,
series?
baby. Oh, it's awesome, man.
My brother and I used to watch the auction one. I forget, and they always like, yep.
So, yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
How many Maxes are on the stream right now?
Yeah.
So Stacy, it's your birthday. Have you gotten any good presents? How's the birthday going? Tell us about a little bit more about the celebrations yesterday. What are you doing? You know, after this stream, is this the end of the celebration? There's got to be more. Come on, what's happening?
Like I said, my celebration started about 36 hours ago, and I haven't really received a birthday present in about 25 years.
Oh, I ordered one, but it didn't arrive yet.
No, he did order a book for me about Renaissance economics.
Yep.
The economy in the Renaissance Italy. So, but it's like a rare book. It's a special book. It takes a while. So, you know, you've got to wait. It's like Cory was saying, you got to wait. You got to wait. You got to wait. It's like low time preference.
Mm-hmm.
It will come.
That's right.
So, yeah, you know, so other than that, it's just basically our Telegram group. And you posted a lot of the artwork from Rick Stoner, who is our chief meme artist in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on Twitter as Crypto After Dark. And he's, you know, he drops these fierce memes all day long. And he was pretty good today. I'm actually going to also go grab Vizik. You know, he's also a meme artist, and he sent us these.
Oh, yeah. We just got something in the mail.
Vizik is great. You know, I think, why don't we preview a little bit of the orange pill merchandise that's going to be available?
First, let's look at this.
Oh, wait, one second.
Wow.
Let me bring you up here. Nope, not me. I don't
Why
want
do
to see
you always bring yourself up? Oh, let's make sure.
There we go.
Hold this.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, we got two of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, grab that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have this Max. And we have Stacy Matrix and Bitcoin as well.
Nice.
Amazing.
So that
That's
just arrived by FedEx. You know, it's all about the artist for me, like, because who were we talking? Oh, when we were talking to Nick Bhatia on Orange Pill Podcast, you know, we came to the conclusion that Bitcoin basically enables us all to be Medici. Like, we're all like Medici. And that's what I feel like is like, you know, the artists in the space over the artists and philosophers in the Bitcoin space in the past year to 18 months has just been remarkable. And that's the thing that really excites me, that I love looking at and watching and
Hold on. We've got Vizik in the chat. Vizik, will you join us on the stream? I'm going to send you a message. I don't know if you'd like to show your face or not. Sorry, I interrupted, but
I think at least you could do some like sort of monkey brain sort of situation.
Yeah.
Stacy, I'm with you though. Like, you know, of all the things that Bitcoin's going to bring, a low time preference society, you know, you look out your window and you see all these like monstrosities of buildings and terrible art, and you know, I'm here for that revolution. So I'm excited. All right, Vizik, let's get you in here. Let's see if this will happen.
All right, Physique.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so we have these like amazing artists in the Orange Pill Podcast Telegram group, and that's all I'm here for at this moment. Like, I just like if it weren't for the artists, I might just be like sitting on a beach drinking margaritas all day. But I think it's like it's more fun to be engaged in making this podcast and talking to these people and being inspiring their art and them thus inspiring us like with their art. So it's like it's a virtual circle.
It's like an orgy.
Plus, Max likes to show his legs on air.
I like to show my leg in the orgy.
Okay, before we go a little too far there, I'm going to bring this back. Because it's very rare that Mrs. Swan makes an appearance in the YouTube chat. So I just want to say hi to wifey.
Oh.
And I want to say happy 3rd birthday to my youngest daughter, which is actually today. It's her birthday, by the way.
It's a great day.
It's a great day.
Yay.
It's her birthday too?
It's her birthday today.
Oh my God. She's going to be amazing, I have to tell you.
She already is. And she actually does kind of remind me of her auntie, Queen Stacy, in many important ways. So I think there's something to the birthday thing for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like DJ Stickybuds, do you have like a funky birthday song maybe at some point? It feels like we got to do something.
I mean, I do, but we're a little bit concerned about maybe like some copyright flags and stuff like that. So like all the good birthday songs.
Fair enough. Well, I think what we could probably do is just lay down one of your own tracks and we just sing happy birthday over it. I don't know. I feel like Max got his vocal cords warmed up. Brekkie can sing. Camila, I'm just going to guess you can sing. What
we could also do is, since we're coming up towards the end of the stream, we could try the copyrighted music, and if it ends the stream's over. Everyone enjoy the show. And then
Yeah, but you don't want to get. Is it on YouTube? You don't want to get penalty. If it's like 3 strikes, you're out.
You know, the song "Happy Birthday" is not copyrighted.
That one, not anymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's off copyright.
I thought maybe Stevie Wonder's "Happy Birthday" would be nice.
Oh, that's definitely copyrighted.
That's definitely copyrighted. But I already hear it in my head, so I feel like you're singing to that song to me right now.
We can all sing it in our heads.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right,
like,
ready?
Okay, 3, 2.
That's
Stevie!
that's amazing. I
That was
just
pretty
got
good.
a copyright takedown notice from reading my mind. Jesus, this stuff's getting invasive.
Facebook is listening to
baby.
all of us, you guys. Facebook is listening.
Oh man.
That was good. You guys are really in tune, and yeah, it was great.
Wow, like we met your qualifications on the first take. That's incredible.
It can
So
be on the
that's
next
good production right
one.
there.
Yeah. no,
Once
it
when
really
I
good.
was in Los Angeles, Stevie Wonder sat at the table next to me. I was so excited. I was just like, Stevie Wonder sitting
That's
next to me.
Amazing. We saw
And-
him, me and my manager and I saw him in Seattle. We got 2nd row tickets, and it was just like an amazing concert.
I mean, it's not as good as like, James Brown shooting at you if you're like a cop chasing James Brown down the highway.
That's cool, right?
I saw James before he passed too. He was great.
You saw James Brown?
Yeah, he came to my hometown's called Kelowna in British Columbia, and James came there maybe a couple years before he passed. Yeah, it was great. I was like a cook in a kitchen, and I was playing funk music all the time. My boss came in, and he's like, "You got the night off. Go see James Brown." And I was just like, "Holy shit!" And then, yeah, it was amazing. Such a good night.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
I like the story of him that James Brown flew over to London because he was going to be on this, one of the Saturday or Sunday shows on the BBC, a music show. And he arrived and found out he was not the final performance. He was not the star performance. It was the Rolling Stones. So he got pissed off and bunked it out completely. And then Mick Jagger was like, we don't want to go on after him. Like, what are you, crazy? Like, this is insane. And he just, that performance, it's still online.
Yeah,
and he was just out of control funk.
Yeah. It's great. He just tore the house down.
He made sure he would ruin it for anybody who came after him.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
And he was 70. He was 70 and the Rolling Stones were in their 20s.
Incredible.
Imagine being there for that.
By the way, just as a little sidebar, we got to remember this. You get the chat notifications here in Restream before they show up on YouTube, so you can front run people's chats and really blow their mind if they don't know that. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. I've been messing with people by responding to things before they post it.
Yeah, baby.
Well, one of our most viewed ever episodes of Kaiser Report was from the online the UFO spotting community. So they spotted a UFO fly by our window. We recorded our show in London in front of right in front of the mayor's office, and it was a live live stream like you saw outside, and they saw a UFO fly by. So it got millions of views of these UFO people who saw this UFO, and then they became obsessed with our show, and they were like Max apparently kept saying stuff that would trigger them, that they knew Max was going to say that, and Max was sending them a coded message, and
there you get 1 million views now. I remember that woman who stood outside where the studio was. This woman showed up every day for weeks looking for me. She just stood there quietly, and she wouldn't go away. And I had to come in and out of the building through the back door and all this crazy stuff. And it started to get really spooky.
She was all dressed in black. She was like an older woman and had this hood on.
Yeah.
And she was like,
just what I need. Some Wiccan bitch trying to stalk me.
But it must have been
outer space.
Whoa, what was that?
That was her. She follows me in cyberspace.
Oh.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know.
She could have been one of these UFO people.
She could have been dropped off by the UFO. She was so annoying that she couldn't even be handled by extraterrestrial aliens in a spaceship. They're like, "Let's dump her off on planet Earth. This is a good spot." And then she standing out there asking for me for 3 weeks. And
it's probably Satoshi.
Max Kaiser.
Could be.
What? Who? What?
What?
I am coming for you, Max Kaiser.
Not again. Here we go again. Oh no.
You just summoned her back.
Oh my God.
She could have been Satoshi. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she could have been. Yeah.
You know you liked it.
What?
You know you liked it.
That's the early days, back in during the early days of the financial crisis, 2009, 10.
Yeah.
There were all these remember those those little videos people would generate online, and it was the
yeah.
Bernanke, and it did the auto voice, and it was, instead of Bernanke, it would say the Bernanke. The Bernanke is bailing out the banks, and
yes, that's it. You program little animation figures.
yeah, it was huge online at the time in
Yeah.
Zero Hedge, and this is right as Bitcoin was being born.
Yeah, who remembers Hamster Dance?
I have no idea what Hamster Dance is.
Not Hamster Dance from 1995. It was the first viral internet phenomenon from when the internet was first. They're still on YouTube.
Brekkie's going to find
do
it.
a search for Hamster Dance. This was like considered to be an amazing leap forward in animation and internet connectivity than back in 1995.
And now look, we have Stickybuds in a monkey head, like DJing.
It all started. It's the chain of events that leads to
It all started with
Hamster Dance. Hamster Dance to Monkey Brains.
Hamster Dance 1995.
Yeah, I just do a YouTube.
Oh, wait. No, that maybe.
It's not the baby dance?
No, it's Hamster Dance.
Oh, I remember the dancing baby and the little bird that came out in the animated, like the Clash song.
Yeah,
Dancing Baby was good.
I don't remember.
Dancing Baby was huge. That made it into like some sitcom. That the girl in the sitcom married Harrison Ford. There's Hamster Dance.
Oh.
Well, where's the music?
This is something else.
Yeah.
This was the epitome of online culture when we were your age.
So 1995, that was considered a major breakthrough. It's like everyone gathered around like, look at this. It's animation on the web. Holy shit, the future's here. Oh my God.
I'm glad we've gone beyond this. We've now gone to JPEG selling for $60 million. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, the Hamster Dance is like the Mona Lisa. It should be going out for $400 billion.
Max, you should do an NFT. See what happens.
Yeah, that's a $400 billion NFT right there. Hamster Dance.
So it turns out not to have been Justin Sun who bought that NFT.
I think he's just salty that it wasn't him, unfortunately.
But it's some anonymous person.
Yeah.
They said Christie said they were going to announce it today, who the person was.
Oh, really?
Oh.
If that's not out already, they're holding it for the end of the day. It's 4:40 Eastern time.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, just put Beeple on Twitter and see who the idiot is.
It's probably just Beeple. Like he didn't want Justin Sun to buy it.
Justin Sun, who is that anyway? I've never even heard of that guy. See, he's the guy who invented Ethereum, right? Yeah. Right.
Well, Max had a good point. It was basically like these these shitcoiners like Justin Sun, who did all those pre-mines and crazy stuff. Like, it's just like back in the days of the hamster dancing, is they used to have, when it was illegal to advertise gambling, what these gambling sites would do, online betting sites, they would go around and buy a toast, a piece of toast.
Does anyone remember that the story that you could see Jesus in a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yes.
That was to get around some prohibition against gambling advertising online, I believe. And so they created this meme of you could see Jesus in a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah,
that was being auctioned off on eBay.
This gambling company, the website, bought it for like $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So all the news had to cover. Guy buys Jesus on a grilled cheese sandwich for $1 million, and it's this website called ... Go gamble there, because they weren't allowed by law to advertise their.
I mean, if I had a bunch of NFTs, like we talked about this gallery owner in London, Saatchi,
Yeah.
You know, he manipulated the creation of all these bogus artists for years by paying himself for these huge prices. And then his catalog of this shit would go up in value. So it's a total scam. So if you have like a portfolio of these worthless NFTs and you say, well, this one's worth 70 million, then you say, well, all the other shit in my portfolio is now worth 20 million. And I've got 100 of those things. So I just made, it's Sotheby's and Christie's have been busted several times for rigging auctions. Money laundering in the art market is pretty well established. And, this is just another chapter in a long history of money laundering, scamming, market rigging, and art forgery. It's all in one week. That's it.
I have a really cool Max Kaiser story with those fake Saatchi artists. Is like we were backstage at a snooker championship, the Crucible, with the snooker champ called Ronnie O'Sullivan. But there was another guy with him and his wife, and he's like, "Hey, Max, I'm a really big fan." And Max was like, "Hey, thanks," and like kept on walking. I was like, "Max, that's Damien Hirst." He was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh well."
He put the shock in the tank in the formaldehyde. That guy, yeah, he's a scammer. He's a Saatchi scammer.
Shitcoiner.
He's a shitcoiner, Damien Hirst. His art's worthless. He has a giant spin art in his basement, like where he has like 50-foot spin art machines, and he throws gallons of paint down there. That's no good. The guy who does the balloon animals, Coons, he's a total scammer. That's bullshit. That's not art. Most of this shit's no good, and it's just
now you sound like Jimmy Song.
Jimmy Song told me this. Okay, what I learned from Jimmy Song. This is what I know. I trust him. He knows what he's saying.
There's definitely some nuance to all of this, but there's also a lot of shenanigans going on in the NFT world. So
it was bought by an NFT fund, and I remember this guy's name. It was Metakovan, who's been pumping it since like 2017. He was one of the early NFT people.
A fund of NFT. What did I just say? So now his entire fund, it just
now he's gonna go market the crap out of it and try to sell it to somebody else.
Scam. It's a total scam. And I've seen it 100 times. And a year from now, there's going to be a movie put out called The NFT Scam, starring some, Gen Z, dude. And, it's going to be put up by Lionsgate and do no business.
Let's do a visual representation, okay? Pretend this is a Bitcoin, right? Oh, upside down, I can't tell. No, there we go. This is a Bitcoin. Now I'm going to pay myself the Bitcoin. I'm going to pay myself another Bitcoin. I'm pay myself Bitcoins. And now I've got 3 Bitcoins, but I've only got 1.
I have an audio representation too, if you guys want.
This is like watching a French comedy here.
I hope someone doesn't monetize that for a few $1 million on my back.
Well, I mean,
the entire music industry has just gone crazy for NFTs, and I try and educate people about sound money and the principles of why we're all here, and just like all the DJs and all the musicians and everything, we've all been completely out of work for like a year now since lockdown. So everyone's just like seeing these people make millions of dollars and all this cash, and like all the DJs and musicians are like, oh wow, NFTs, this is how I finally get paid. And it like everyone's getting sucked in. It's really hard to like educate so many people when they all see like this flash in the pan money that is just being like dangled in front of them. And so
they're taking advantage of the vulnerable, and that's usually the basis of most scams, is identify a vulnerable group and then get them committed to some scam. So I mean, it's just typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if artists are listening and you're going to get involved in this, make sure you're the one selling it. Don't buy it. Make sure you're selling some NFTs.
I think there's obviously a lot of great artists out there, these digital artists, but is Beeple worth 1/4 of a Da Vinci? Like, that Saudi prince who chopped up that Washington Post journalist, like he bought that Da Vinci for $500 million. Like, okay, so is a Beeple really worth like a lost Da Vinci? I mean,
Right. The price is with the top 2 or 3 living artists now of all time,
yeah, the top
including
5.
Hockney, and Kooning, Jeff Kooning.
Yeah.
The one
And
thing I'll say though is I don't think an NFT is worth that amount, but compare him to like Koons or Pollock or whatever. Like, I think he's incredibly talented. I think he's a very good artist, but that 60
But
million.
that's what Max is saying is like you have the great artists on the one hand, but you have like Saatchi on the other hand who are manipulating the market, right? So, and
sorry,
what?
go ahead.
No, you go, Stickybuds.
I was just going to say there's like artists are having a really hard time getting paid for their art. And then this is getting dangled in front of them like this is the answer for that, when really it's like trying to create more equal platforms where we're actually paid, like what I used to make 10 years ago for music sales now is like complete, absolute a joke from like, say, Spotify or something. So basically we all rely on touring. Now that touring's gone until everything opens up again. It's like all we have is our content, trying to monetize our content. So like, I never used to be a streamer or like have all these like, crazy backgrounds and stuff like that. But I do this every second Wednesday to like connect with my fans and put on a show and stuff. And like the main, like I said before, it's like Twitch is the main monetization of that, and also Patreon. But Twitch takes 50% of all our income. And like, we're just so used to getting like taken advantage of as artists. So like, I understand why NFTs are happening. Because like now it's like, yeah, you're an artist, you can monetize it, you can put it out in the world, and this is the solution. But it's just like, unfortunately, just a lot of hype right now. And like, I know people who are like trying to get in, and unless you're already famous, like an artist with a huge following, those are the only guys who are like have people paying attention to them. So if you have the following already and are probably like pretty, decently well off, maybe like you can cash in right now. But if you're an average artist, like you're not going to get listed. I know people trying to get into the sites and they won't even return their emails, and they're like, pretty decently.
You're selling memorabilia, at that level. That's what a lot of these things are. It's not even the art itself. And I'm okay with that in some sense. But, the other thing to me is like these NFTs are actually coming to Bitcoin. Like we're going to see some announcements about Liquid soon, and they're coming to Lightning. As an artist myself, like I don't want to do any of this on Ethereum or any of these scam chains. Like I don't want to do that, So if you're going to like explore this realm of digital art and ownership and this kind of weird, this blending line of what's what, and kind of push those boundaries. I think that's great. But like I want it on Bitcoin. So
totally.
Yeah, but I mean, this is already foretold with music. With as Stickybuds is referring to, like MP3s are easily duplicated. So is a Rolling Stone album worth XYZ? David Bowie pointed this out 25, 30 years ago, where he said they were artists, musical artists were going to have to make their money on touring, not on the albums. You also have that with photographers, because you could just duplicate a photograph easily and just print it on the wall. So do you need to pay for a Richard Avedon or a David Bailey, which is tens of thousands of dollars? And people do pay that for an original, David Bailey. You could pay $20,000 for a photo that he prints out, or you could just download it on the internet and print it out onto photographic paper and put it on your wall.
Yeah, if I play a Rolling Stones track that I downloaded for free on the web, the fidelity of that track to any other paid version is identical.
Yeah,
that's why it's like memorabilia. Like if for true ownership, you have to be able to control what it is. Like if I own some piece of artwork, if it's digital, I have to be able to, in my mind, prevent others from being able to view that. And you can't do that with NFTs. It just doesn't work.
Right. So music industry, what happened? It collapsed. And then in the ashes arose streaming music. So people now pay for streaming music at Spotify. That's the new model. So then that's how it first it collapsed, and then you have streaming. So now you have a digital version of artwork. If I see a digital version that I pay nothing for, it's identical to the original. So I'm getting the exact same experience. So there's no business there, just like there's no business for a musician, right? There's no business. But
there is. Yeah. I mean, like the real business right now is kind of like peer-to-peer networking and fan support. Like I run a Patreon that has a few hundred supporters, and like I was also a teacher, so like I teach people how to make music and like do private lessons, and like my fans that enjoy my content, they'll chip in $5 a month, and because they will like want to see me keep creating. So that like peer-to-peer network is really what's sustaining a lot of musicians right now. But the thing is, there's still all these middlemen taking their little cut. And I think that's what things like Lightning Network and some new networks, when you get rid of some more middlemen and fans can actually be in control of where their Satoshis go to, you know, and these systems need to be built out. And I think it's like we're just on the cusp of like some super smart people figuring out these next systems that are like actually going to be a lot more supportive to artists.
Right. So you are on a streaming service. So people pay to subscribe to you on your service. Okay, so because the actual artifact itself, there's no business model there because the rights management is out of anyone's control. So you have a streaming service. So these digital visual artists, they're going to have to also get into the streaming business. So they will going to be subscribing to their output as a digital artist, and you'll get their people will send something every week, something fresh, and you get it in your inbox as a streaming service. But the art itself there's no business there because there's no way to control the copyright. Copyright's uncontrollable. So
I like Brekkie was saying in terms of the memorabilia, I think like if you get that Beeple signature, right? The digital signature that is not copyable. That's like having a ticket stub from, you know, the Rolling Stones at Fremont in 67 or whatever. And so if you were there at that event or at that moment, like that ticket is worth something, even though the experience is already gone and lived. So
someone might value it, but it's not the thing itself. And yeah, I'm not buying them. I might sell some, but I ain't buying.
Buy Satoshis. That's the way.
Buy Satoshis at swanbitcoin.com/Stacy.
Though, you know, okay, but let's say I talked about that Medici model, and Medici invested a huge amount of money into art that was meant to be displayed publicly. He didn't make money on it. He spent a lot of money on it. So, you know, all the Bitcoin billionaires and 100 millionaires, like that patronage model of just wanting, you know, Medici is still remembered to this day, hundreds and hundreds of years later, because of the art that he financed. So if you're financing great public art, if you consider it kind of like public art, this digital art, like, is that a way to look at it?
See, but nobody.
I mean, Medici didn't do it to make a return on the Da Vinci or, you know, the Botticelli.
There's a lot of bragging rights involved in this, right? Like people are like, oh, I own this piece of art or I own this NFT, whatever. You know, and in my mind, it's far more braggable to be the person that said, I'm the one who is the patron of this artist. I'm the one who made that piece of art possible, not some guy who just bought it secondhand. You know, to me, that's whatever. You know, I would love to see this sort of patron model come back. You know, and I think Bitcoin will get us there.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the signature that's being valued will go the way of all commodities that have been commodified, and that is to zero. You know, because the market's flooded with them. So just what's the difference? You know, one QR code. There are now a billion other QR codes that people are claiming have a significant value, but they're all identical QR codes, basically. So with the original art, there's differentiation, but with a QR code, I don't think there's enough of a differentiation. Right. So So that's from Basel in Miami from like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was sold for like $100,000, and that's pure marketing. That's nothing to do with the underlying value. So like I said before, you see this in art all the time. I mean, does it? The bottom line is that for artists who are reaching out for new models to make a living as an artist, at the moment, this particular model, this NFT model, is not it. But maybe something's behind it. Maybe there's something behind it. You know, Napster came out and totally changed everything. And then we had various iterations. The music industry collapsed, and then you have streaming services, and now the streaming services are grabbing too much of the revenue. So it's changing. I mean, it's an iterative thing. I don't think this is it. I mean, whoever is buying it here, they can monetize that. If I have a fund, quote unquote fund of quote unquote NFTs, and suddenly it's valued at 1,000% higher today than it was last week, I can go to the bank and borrow $500 million and maybe buy some developers and do something real. But at the moment, it's pure smoke and mirrors, which is okay. I mean, it happens all the time. I wonder what happens behind it. You know, I'm curious myself.
Well, nobody knows this, but if you lift the tape off the banana, remove the banana, there's a little Bitcoin sign there and an Orange Pill podcast logo. Very, very few people actually know this.
Oh.
Anyway, folks, I think we're getting towards the end of the show, and before we go, the reason why we're ending a little early today, it's Stacy's birthday. She's had a long birthday. There's more drinks to be had, more shows to be done. So we got to respect their time a little bit. So I want to thank everyone, but I want to ask a question of everybody. We're going to go around. I'd like to know two things. Are we going to hit what price are we going to hit by the end of Stacy's birthday, in honor of Stacy's birthday? And then also, what's one thing you're excited about in the wide world of Bitcoin in the months ahead? So why don't we start with Mr. Stickybuds, go to Camila, then Cory, and then we'll end with the birthday girl.
I think we go up, and I'm definitely stoked on like Umbral and Lightning and just like all that new tech and just learning about it. And yeah, teaching people about sound money too. A lot of friends created a lot of new Bitcoiners in the last month. So yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
So I definitely want to hit all-time high before Stacy's birthday ends, because it would be a wild celebration all over the world, and it's super exciting to think about. And I'm super excited to meet all of you guys, well, the people that are going to Miami for Bitcoin 2021. I am so excited. I just want to say I'm a hugger. So if I see you and I recognize you and I hug you, I warned you, okay? It's going to happen. So yeah, just super excited to be with Bitcoiners, and it's my first conference ever. So definitely hyped for that.
So what were the two questions again?
Two questions were, what price are we going to hit in honor of your birthday? And then what are you excited about in the coming year? But you have a little time because I'm putting Cory on the spot here.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually just going to go with 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Lame answer, but it is true. Shoot, I don't know. I'm told that at some point in the future, either this year or early next year, there will be some sort of orange pill in the desert or something like that. I don't know. There's a rumor. Anyway, whatever that is, when it becomes public knowledge, I will be looking forward to that. And with that, I'm going to sign off and jump on some Swan-related activities that are scheduled for me at this hour. But this was awesome, you guys. Thank you. Happy birthday, Stacy. See you soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Cory.
What was that?
Goodbye, Cory. It's my swan.
Yeah, our orange pill in the desert will be in 2022, so that's not really something for 2021. But I had been chatting with Satoshi, and he promised me that Bitcoin would be 65,000 today, and then I realized I was obviously chatting to a fake Satoshi, because the truth did not. You
told me it would be 66,000 today.
I did, because Satoshi told me, and that brings me to, like, on these YouTube channels, on Telegram, on Twitter, like nonstop, every day I get people asking me, Stacy, is this you? I've been chatting to you for a while. And somebody today was telling us they spoke to Tim Draper on WhatsApp. Like some guy with like 5 followers on Twitter, apparently Tim Draper called him to discuss some Bitcoin investments. I was like, Tim Draper did not call you. Why are you saying this? Like, why are you believing this? You have to get smart. That's really important to do for 2021 as Bitcoin heads to Max Kaiser's number of 221,000 by the end of the year. And you have to start getting smart because Max doesn't even respond to my direct messages.
No.
He's not going to be direct messaging you, and he's not going to be WhatsApping you. No. So I think
I don't know how to work WhatsApp.
We don't have WhatsApp. And below every single one of our YouTubes, there's all these like, they pretend they're from Orange Pill Podcast. It looks like it. And they like, hey, thanks for your comment. They reply to every comment. Call me on WhatsApp.
They do the same with us. It's terrible. It's the worst.
It's such a nightmare. And like so many people fall for it, and you just can't believe like they fall for these scams where somebody called the WhatsApp and Max Kaiser was on the phone with them off screen, but they had a video of Stacy playing in the background. And I'm like, like Max is not shy. Like, why didn't he get on the phone? Why does he have a video of me playing in the background? Just like start to think, because you don't want to, you know, have your corn stolen from you. And it's really important to start realizing that no single well-known Bitcoiner is ever going to WhatsApp you, is ever going to ask you for your Bitcoin. They're not going to do it. So you have to wise up to that. That's my message for 2021.
Good message. Well said. Absolutely. This is the lesson people have to learn, because otherwise they get wrecked. You don't want to get wrecked. You want to be able to hold on to your corn. Don't answer any WhatsApp. I haven't been on WhatsApp now for 15 years. I would never go on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is. I thought it was what's up.
There's corn thieves out there. You got to watch out for them.
The children of the corn. They come out when you least expect them, and they grab your corn like this, and they grab it with their little corny fingers. They run whack into the cornfield, and then you never see it anymore. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. The only way you can stop it is just ignore them. Don't listen to them. Anybody calls up and says, "Hi, I'm Max. I'm Plucky. I'm Plucky, and I'm here for your corn." Just hang up immediately on that. That's not the real Plucky. There's not. That's it. That's fake Plucky, right, Plucky? That's right. This is the only real Plucky. Oh, come here, Plucky. Look at that. This is the only real Plucky. Don't accept any fake Plucky. This is the real Plucky. Everything's your corn. I want your corn. You know, Tess Dickerson. What did she do to your friend Joey? Tess Dickerson fried my friend Joey and ate him. That's right. It's like where you feed the chickens with your little Satoshis. Now my friend Joey was eaten and fried. I miss Joey. All right. Well, you can wait right now. Plucky. That's great. Chicken. Don't ever take a word for it. You know, do your own homework. Do your own research. That's what I say. And I'm barely, you know, conscious. What could be better, you know?
Oh, man.
I've been there. I come back. I'm so far in the future. I met myself on the way back. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Totally.
I definitely want Stickybuds living with us.
Man,
Well,
I can't wait to come visit. I'll visit.
I'm gonna have to breastfeed the swan now. People ask me, where did Bitcoin come from? Okay, little Swanee. There you go. Oh, that's right. Little Swanee likes to breastfeed. There you go. It's my little baby. This is the ad that got rejected by Swan last week. They did that other one instead. That the breastfeeding the swan ad got rejected. I don't know why. You know, it's wholesome.
You can run that ad.
Entertainment. It's wholesome. You know what could be more natural than a man lactating into a plastic swan? What could be more natural than that? You know, I mean, you can't buy ads like that on TV for 20, 30, 40 million dollars. I mean, people would pay $500 million for an ad like that. That's what I'm saying. You know,
I'm with you, Max. I'm with you. Look, I'll talk to the producers over at Swan Bitcoin, see what we can do. In the meantime, feel free to run that ad on all of your own shows as often as you want. Go for it. I think.
That's right. You know, it's a habit.
It'll be used as evidence against you in the hearing about whether or not you should be committed.
For those who are lactose intolerant, he's got another, system. if you need to get liquid, you know,
You have gluten-free.
you got gluten-free, lactose intolerance. You can still get the lactation, but it doesn't come from the plastic swan doll. It comes actually from something Plucky's working on. It's a little hush-hush right now, but we're going to roll it out on the next Orange Pill podcast this weekend. Am I right?
Everybody's disturbed.
What?
I think Plucky needs his own TV show. I think Plucky needs his own wait, no, I've got an idea. Stickybuds, I have an idea for you.
What?
Okay.
You're sitting in a monkey brain, and you've got that other one where you're like in Chewbacca's mouth. What about one where you're like riding on top of Plucky? I think Plucky's got to be one of your new animations here.
Yeah.
And then podcast and tell everyone about it. It's a whole thing.
Go for it.
I'll collab with Max on that at another time.
Yeah, good. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, man. I'm on it. Let's do it.
Perfect. I'm into it.
I just got to talk to Plucky's agent. He's kind of feisty, but I think we can get him cheap. I think we can get him cheap.
All right, folks. With that, I'm going to ask Stickybuds to play us out a little bit, do some more Max and Stacy sampling, and
we got Stacy and the birthday.
Yes, man.
Yeah, baby.
Money printer go brr. Money. Money printer go brr.
Happy birthday, Stacy. Happy birthday, everyone. Clap your hands.
Max is
Happy
abandoned.
birthday, Stacy. Happy birthday.
Yeah, baby.
Money printer go brr.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
all right, everybody. It's been a hell of keep playing music. Keep playing. Great.
All right.
It's been a hell of a show. Thank you, Max and Stacy. Thank you. Hands up in the air like Stickybuds. Woo!
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. And start tracking at
Yeah, baby.
SwanBitcoin.com/Stacy for Stacy's birthday.
Stacy.
Smash by.
Money printer go brr.
I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah, baby.
Oh man, such a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
Hey, where can we find you? We'll listen to your music.
Oh, stickybuds.com, or I'm on Facebook and YouTube and Spotify. STICKYBUDS. I'm all over on basically everything. So yeah, thanks for checking it out. Thanks so much for having me on, man. It was an absolute pleasure.
Awesome. We'll have to have you on again anytime. You're always welcome back. I think that's it, folks. You know the drill. Go to swanbitcoin.com, the best place to buy and accumulate Bitcoin, instantly recurring. Wait a second. No. Camila, you're not getting out of this so easy, all right? We talked about this last week. You're doing the end show, okay?
All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us on Swan Lounge. Stacy, happy birthday. We love you. We wish you the best this year. And we're going to be rocking it out in Bitcoin world with you like we always do. Guys, if you didn't hit the like or subscribe button, what the heck are you doing? Make sure you do it right now. Smash it. Smash by on swanbitcoin.com and get hyped. We'll see you on the next one.